Way goes, since Kimi to Idol has ended and star Detective Precure is coming out next week, I thought, hey, why not talk about the highs and lows of you and Idol Precure? But before we start anything else, I want to say I have a TikTok account now. If you like my content, go check it out, and that there will be some spoilers for this series if you actually give a shit. And now with that out of the way, let's get to the story. But before we get to that, in case for the thousands of people who don't know what I'm talking about, I made a short that you can watch after this video with Future with You and Idol is a Japanese anime television series produced by Toei Animation and is the 22nd installment in the Precure franchise. Directed by Shady Khan, known for directing Higurashi When They Cry, the third season, and the Eternal films of the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal series, and currently the show we are talking about, You and Idol Pretty Cure, with series composition by Renkai Cat, character designs by Miho Sugimoto, and music by Eric Fukuzawa and Mizuki Omase. Premiered on UK Television, SFT, and other and stations on February 2, 2025, and recently ended on January 25, 2026. And now with that out of the way, let's get to the story. The story for this show is about a girl named Yuta Sakura, who is a second-year middle school student who lives in Hanamichi Town and loves to sing. One day, while walking with her dog Pyutaro, she discovers a peach-like object floating down the river and meets Purirum, a fairy who has come to Earth in search of the legendary warriors called the Idol Pretty Cure. Pururum's homeland, Karakaland, was attacked by Teen Chakiri and their leader, Darkin, who plunged it into darkness and aimed to steal people's Precure. Yuta's resolve to make it shine, even in the darkness, grants her the magical items Precure ribbon and Idol heart brooch, allowing her to transform into Cure Idol, along with her classmates Nana Arcase and Kokoro Shiger, who become Cure Wink and Cure Kankun, and later Pururun and her friend Murorin, who become Cure Sushun and Cure Case, respectively, as they battle against Teen Chakiri. Now at first the plot sounds kind of interesting, and it is, at least for the first 32 episodes, but we'll get to that later. No, I'm going to be honest, I was thinking that the season was going to be pretty good, even though I wasn't expecting that much from this show. I mean, come on, you have magical girls and idols kicking ass and singing their heart out to the villains of the week. That's so cool, and it was cool at least for 32 episodes, because after that it just goes downhill until the finale, and even then I still have some complaints. So before we get to that point, I want to talk about the characters. Yuta Sakura is the main protagonist of the series. Yuta is a lively and energetic second-year middle school student who loves to sing and often spontaneously sings about her feelings. Her family runs a cafe called Cafe Glitter. I wonder if that was a reference to something. Her catchphrase is Karakilala. After meeting Pururun, she transforms into Cure Idol using the Idol heart brooch. Yuta is an alright character. She is sweet and silly little gober who just loves to sing. Unfortunately, however, that's all she does throughout the entirety of the whole show. It's only until in episode 28 where we learn where she got her dog from, and even then it's not enough to give her any kind of development, as she still remains the same bland, happy-go-lucky girl that just likes to sing. Nana Alpace is a gentle and intelligent second-year middle school student in the same class as Yuta, who has been friends with her since childhood, when they played piano together. She is skilled at playing the piano and is hardworking and righteous. Her catchphrase is "Step forward with a win-win wink." She transforms into Cure Wink using the Idol heart brooch. Nana is, in my own honest opinion, the best character for the entire show. In not kidding, at first I thought that she was going to be the typical intelligent smart girl of the group, and she is it. Just that, she is sometimes so goofy. A good example of this is in episode 9, The 7 Wonders of Nana, where Nana basically copies each of the characters we met so far, and her reasoning for doing this is because ever since becoming a Cure and meeting new people, she realized how narrow her world had been. With Mutsumi's, her mom's, advice, She aimed to try new things besides Pino. I don't know man, it's maybe just me, I really like Nana, but unfortunately like almost all of the cast, she just doesn't get any kind of character development that impacts the show. Hashtag justice for Nana. Let's get that shit trending on Twitter or Bluesky or whatever app you use. Kokoro Shiger is a first-year middle school student who is good at dancing, but hides her passion. She is a fan of The Cures and the leader of the Cure Idol and Cure Wink Research Club. Her catchphrase is "My heart is fluttering." She transforms into Cure Kain using the Idol Heart Rouge. Wanted a part of it. And initially I thought that she was going to have something interesting going on about her, and the fact that she was shockingly mature for a girl her age. But after episode 14, the Mother's Day episode, we really got nothing from her after that episode other than in episode 41, where she goes against another student for class president. She gets nothing. And also take a shot. Every time one of the Cures say their catchphrase actually don't it, you will die of alcohol poisoning, or if you're under the age of drinking, you're probably going to get bloated, but you, like everyone else, she gets nothing in terms of character development. Precure is an easygoing fairy from Karakoland who came to Earth with Murorin in search of the idol Precure. It is later revealed that she sacrificed her memories with Yuta using the Heart Kairori lock in exchange for the power to transform into Cure Sushon, one of two mysterious Cures who appear to help the Cures fight Cutty. After Sakuri transforms her into a Cureaminda, she is saved by Yuta and regains her memories. Precure transforms into Cure Sujin using the Karakura Showtime Mick, along with Murorin. Murorin is a strong-willed and cheeky fairy from Karakoland who came to Earth in search of Precure, whom she considers her only friend and develops an affection for, admiring her to the point of considering the idol Precure, especially Yuta, her rivals. She is a talented cook and has a tendency to recite poems about Precure or current situations. It is later revealed that she sacrificed her future with Precure using the Heart Kairori lock in exchange for the power to transform into Cure Kiss, one of two mysterious Cures who appear to help the Cures fight Cutty. Although Murorin fights alongside the Cures, she initially refuses to befriend them, stating that the only one she has is Precure. With Nana's help, she grows to trust the Cures and decides to be friends with them. However, the Heart Kairori lock appears and traps her inside, plunging her heart into darkness. She is revealed to be a fairy of darkness, born according to a legend in Karakoland, stating that when signs of darkness appear in the world, one who knows darkness would be born along with the Heart Kairori lock. Darkin attempts to recruit Murorin into Team Chakuri, but after confronting her darkness, Murorin is able to free herself and makes amends with the Cures for her harsh behavior toward them. Murorin transforms into Cure Kais using the Karakura Showtime Mick, along with Precure. Precure and Murorin are actually the best part of the show. Precure is laid back, easygoing, and often stubborn fairy from Karakoland who serves as a loyal, affectionate companion to Yuta. She is characterized by her massive appetite, impulsive nature, and tendency to use her cuteness to get her way with things. As Cure Suhyun, she becomes more composed but remains cheerful. Precure as a character is decent. She along with Murorin have some sort of development, especially during the Kiss and Sushin arc, where she gets her powers after making her wish to protect Yuta. I really got nothing to really say about her other than she has a cute design and a somewhat interesting development. Often acting as a poetic figure, she is prone to jealousy and possessiveness, but displays a hidden, soft side and matures into the focused formal Cure case. Murorin is literally the best character. I don't care what anyone says, she literally steals the show, pun possibly intended. At first she acts like an typical tsundere who is deeply attached to Precure, often acting as a protective sissy, older sister, figure to her. Her fear of returning to a lonely, isolated existence makes her possessive, sometimes leading to jealousy toward others who get close to Precure, such as Yuta and the others. Her journey involves learning. I know everyone else hated her for being an asshole. I really never hated her that much. Sure, she was a bitch to almost everyone, but I was hoping that we were going to get more beyond the moron. Is an asshole to everyone expected Precure, and I was thankful that I was right about that. K2 is a legendary idol who is loathed by everyone and popular worldwide. After going on hiatus to study singing abroad, he meets the Cures while visiting Cave Glitter and helps you to serve customers. Episode 37 reveals that he was Kayuma's friend until he passed the idol audition rather than Kayuma, after which they have not seen each other since they graduated junior high and Kato left town to debut as an idol. Since then he has been singing in hopes that it reaches Kayuma, regretting not chasing after him when he had the chance. Jogi transforms him into a dark Randa, but he is saved by Yuta and realizes that she is Cure idol. In episode 42, he transforms into Cure Connect through his feelings to reach Kazuma and paraphrase Joji with Legend Echu, returning him to his original self as Kayuma, after which they reconcile and decide to be idols together, and is the most useless character in the entirety of the show. He literally does nothing. I got nothing to say about him because he does nothing. You hear me? Nothing. He literally does nothing other than to build what little tension this season's has got and to make me nervous, and the fact that after he got his Precure powers, he basically has done nothing. Throughout the entirety of the series, it like giving a reward to a spoiled brat, and the moment this happened, I completely predicted that his wasn't going to contribute anything in the final, and I was right. He does nothing other than cheer for the Precure. Rose debut was so forced that Precure didn't want to record his okay, let's just move on before I get even more annoyed. The themes of the season centers on idol culture, where they are protagonists, led by Yuta Sakura, use song, dance, and performances to restore Precure to a world plunged into darkness by the Chakuri gang. The series emphasizes themes of friendship, shining through performance, and chasing dreams. Now I know I subtly hinted earlier that the show rarely uses the whole idol themes, and most of the time it is relegated to idol take jokes, which are fine and all, but for a show called Kimi to idol Precure, I expected a little more idols, but I'm pretty sure that everyone else has already complained about this part of the show, so I won't talk about it for too long. But again, I wasn't expecting much since I'm not that much of a idol gull, and even I was disappointed. But now let's get to the villains. The main villain are Team Chakuri, a group from Karaikaland led by the evil fairy Darkeen, who seeks to plunge the world into darkness. The group, introduced in episode 1, steals the Karaikara sparkles from people's hearts to create monsters called Makuranda. Cutty and Sakuri are fine. They're funny characters for the most part, and their undying devotion to their respective idol is a pretty cool concept, but that's all I have to say about them. And now let's get to Chakura. And she also I literally have nothing to say about her other than her character redemption arc was rushed as all hell, and the fact that she did almost nothing in the entirety of the show other than bossing Cutty and Sakuri around. So next, on to Darkseid, the most underwhelming villain in the history of magical girls since Spearhead. My god, say what you will about Spearhead, but at least he appeared in most of the episodes of this show. Darkseid is just a lamer version of Nerissa from Witch, except at least Nerissa had the sass, the era, the everything, and was an intimidating villain, and actually did shit beyond saying slightly threatening words. I can't even get mad because again she appears in the last 4 episodes of the season, and her backstory is so baffling simple that it makes it even hilarious. Again, I'm not going to on about why she sucks because this video could be an hour long if I wanted to, and less said about the world building the better, because it is a two-pack of ass. Oh, I forgot to mention Joji has alright, but his backstory was just so dumb. Like what you're telling me that you got jealous over your boyfriend literally winning the competition and so you became a villain. Buddy, sure, honestly I've seen Precure shows have more complexity than this. So in conclusion, do I think that Kimi to Idol is the worst season of the bunch? maybe, but I'm hesitant to call it that because there are so many worse magical girl shows out there. And before you complain in the comments that the writers wanted to be a lighthearted season, first of all, it does not excuse the fact that almost nothing happens in this show, and second, Wonderful and Smile are lighthearted seasons, and yet they have some of the best character writing in the entirety of Precure history. So in short, the characters were weak as fuck, say for 2 out of 3 of them. Animation was pretty good for the most part, especially during some of the fights and moments of comedy, with the weak use of the main being and having some of the most underwhelming villains in history. The only time I could recommend this show is that if you are bored and or you are looking for something cute to watch, and even then ensure you can find something better. Say what you will about Wonderful or any Precure season, but at the very least the main cast are actually well developed and has a bit more of a personality beyond the magical girl stereotype, and they actually uses their motives and their respective main theme throughout the entirety of their seasons instead of using it as an aesthetic. If I have to give this show rated, it probably would be a 6 out of 10. I also forgot to mention in my Miriam section that she is the reason why this whole Sukyun and Kiss arc, like she literally tricked Karerin into essentially giving up her memories of her with Yuta and the others so she can keep her to herself. Still think she's the better character in terms of development, but yikes. And that's all I have to say about this show. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like or do you think it's the worst thing that has ever been made? Please tell me so in the comments, and if you are new to the channel, may consider subscribing, as it would be greatly appreciated. Have a great day and peace.